Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan and today's video is going to be about affordable makeup that is so much better than so many high-end makeup products that I have tried out. So you can take this video as affordable products that is as good as some high-end products, okay? Now, affordability is again very subjective. I think you've heard this in every YouTube video. A YouTuber mentions affordable products, because what is affordable for me might not be affordable for you. So this is how I categorize my products. I keep it as high end. Anything above 1500 goes in high end category for me. Then there's affordable, then there's super affordable. So that's how I categorize my makeup products according to the price. So in this video I have some super affordable products as well as some affordable products, and the highest price range of this will go up to 1200 rupees, but you can always find this on discount. And anyways, this is not my original concept. I have seen a lot of international YouTubers do this, and that's the reason I decided to do this as well. I was inspired by them. A couple of people who have done similar kind of videos, you can search it up on YouTube and you can see so many people have done this already. So firstly, for base makeup like primer, so the first one is this Mars Glow O'Clock primer. I love this one. This is super affordable, and I have gone through their ingredient list. Nothing that would cause any concern, so I would resort to buying the products that is just available only on the Mars Cosmetics website. Like what is available over there, you can buy it elsewhere as well, but not something that is just exclusively available on Amazon and not available on Mars. So that's how I purchase these products. So this one is amazing, especially if you want your makeup to hold on and grip on to something. This primer will do it. It has a little bit of a tackiness to it. It is a clear primer, but it has a little bit of a tackiness to it, and the makeup just holds on to it a lot better, and the makeup looks a lot better with this primer underneath it, because it has a little bit of a glow. It doesn't have any shimmer particles, it doesn't have any glitter particles to it, but it just adds on to the glow of the foundation on top, and the overall look, it looks really nice and an amazing primer. I'm not sure if this would suit people with oily skin type, but definitely for people with dry and normal skin, you will really love this one. So it comes with a really nice pump packaging. So you just pump out just the right amount, and that should do for your entire face. And another primer that I feel like not a lot of people talk about this, but this one definitely does require that mention. This is the Sugar Aquaholic Priming Moisturizer. This is very nice. It has like a moisturizer consistency. It helps in hydrating your skin. It also helps in prolonging the wear of the makeup, and it just looks really nice. So it has the creamy consistency like I mentioned, which I really like, especially for people with dry skin and normal skin type. You would really love this one, and this one is for 499 rupees, which is pretty affordable. And I'm not sure if you can find this one on discount, because Sugar as such doesn't really have any like flat discount sale, but you can buy this like when they have a buy one get one, or if you are allowed to choose your free product, you can pick this one up, especially for people with normal to dry skin. You would really love this one. This has substituted a lot of high-end primers for me, and this is a very good dupe for another high-end primer, which I am coming up with this video all about dupes. I think it will really help a lot of you guys, but this I do reach out for over so many of my high-end primers. It does have a fragrance to it, which if you are not comfortable with fragrance in your makeup product, then you should stay away from that. Now the next one I'm going to be talking about is a foundation that I have been reaching out for a lot, and it's a recent discovery. This is the PAC Spotlight foundation. This one retails for 1050 rupees, which is a little bit pricier than their other HD foundation, but this you get 40 ml of product. Now I just feel like it doesn't emphasize anything it shouldn't emphasize on your face, and it doesn't cling on to any dry patches. It just makes it look really nice, and a little bit of a product is enough. Say if you take out one pump of this, it would give you medium coverage, so that is really good. You don't really need to use a lot of product, and it just looks like skin, and it just blends into your skin. So such a nice product, and ever since I've got this, my Too Faced foundation and everything have been taking a good time off and been resting really well because I have this. Speaking about foundations, we have another one, of course we do. This one is the Colorbar 24-hour weightless liquid foundation. You get 25 ml of product in this for 995 rupees. 25 ml is a little less and the price is a little more. You can get this for flat 30, sometimes for around 785 rupees. This foundation looks like skin. Even the Pack Spotlight, if you apply it with a very light hand, it will just melt into your skin. It looks like skin, and this one does that too, and it's so nice, especially for someone who's looking for a foundation for like daily basis, regular wear, and you want something that is very lightweight on your skin. This will do it. They have about 15 shades, which is really good for Colorbar, keeping in mind their previous launches where they didn't really have that many shade options. This one is really nice, you guys, and I love it. And I have again used this quite a lot since the time I've got this one. So I don't really go out, I am at home, so the only time I actually tend to reach out for most of these foundations is when I'm filming, and not so much when I'm going out, because if at all I do step out of the house, it's for something that is completely necessary and essential. So I just don't find a need to wear makeup that time. And the next couple of products I'm going to be talking about are concealers, and I have a few to recommend to you guys. The first one is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer. This one I got it in the shade 140 Pure Beige. So the time I got it, there were not many shades available in this concealer, just 3. And right now you can find a lot of other shade options. If you're picking this up for concealing purposes, I would say pick up the exact shade match for yourself, because this is a beautiful concealer. It's very lightweight underneath the eyes. It's not cakey, it's not drying, it doesn't cling on to anything, and it just looks really nice and hydrating, and it blends very well and gives you good coverage. But because it is a little bit on the creamier end, it can crease on your under eye area. It depends again how you set your concealer and everything. I don't really set my under eye concealers because I feel like the minute I set it is when it looks even worse, so I just leave it just like that. But this is a very nice concealer and a really good option and alternative to a lot of high-end concealers. I have duped a couple of high-end concealers. I will link it right here, and you can see that this is a dupe for a very popular high-end concealer as well. And then another one that I want to talk to you guys about is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish. So this one I got it in the shade Medium Warm. Again, my shade has been sold out for the longest time. I've even made a video about this. I've been trying to get my hands on that shade for the longest time. It's not restocked yet. So I think my perfect shade would be Tan Sand. So when I get that, I'll definitely be picking up this concealer again. And this one I got it for a flat 50% off for 350-ish rupees. So that's the price range I would recommend you guys to pick it up as well. And this is a really nice full coverage concealer, and it covers everything that you would want. If you have very dry under eye area, I'm not very sure if this would work out, because it can get a little bit dry. And on my Instagram, I have also compared this one with the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. You can check that out. Even that is a really good concealer, because it's again like Tarte Shape Tape, but a lot less drying. But the reason I didn't include that in today's video is because of the shade range. And then another concealer which I feel like is so underrated and not a lot of people talk about this, and this is again from an Indian brand. This is the Sugar Magic Wand Concealer. I got this in the shade 30 Chocochino. This one is a really nice lightweight concealer. Again, a really good medium coverage concealer, something that you can use on a daily basis irrespective of if you have dry under eye area, because it doesn't dry your under eye area out. It gives you really good coverage, and it's really nice and creamy as well. So I really like this concealer. And then let's talk about a powder foundation. This one is the Colorbar 24-Hour Weightless Powder Foundation. I got this one in the shade PF10. This I have compared it to the MAC Studio Fix powder foundation. I have compared this to the Lakme 9 to 5 powder foundation. So this one I feel like is such a good option for you guys if you are looking for a powder foundation easily available in India and pretty affordable, and it gives you really good medium coverage. You can wear this just on its own with a little bit of concealer underneath your eyes. I would recommend using this underneath your eyes because it can look really drying, and if you have dry skin in general, stay away from this, but normal to oily skin, you will really enjoy that. And such a nice product and surpasses the high-end product very easily. And then a loose powder, the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. I have this one in the shade light medium. This is a really nice pigmented loose powder which can give you a little bit of a coverage as well and set your makeup in place. So this is a really good alternative for the Huda Beauty loose powder. So many loose powders available, and I feel like there is no need to actually invest in like such high-end loose powders, because in the end of the day everything does the same job, and this is a good option to invest in. Now if this is a little bit pricier for you, you can check out the Blue Heaven loose powder, which I have mentioned in another video. I will link it right here. That I didn't include in today's video is because I'm not very sure about their shade range. And also in today's video you might see that I have missed out a couple of categories, because if I don't really have a high-end product of that same category, and I've not tried out many high-end products in that particular category, and I just don't want to include it just for the heck of it, and if it's not good enough, and again I'm not included it in this video just for the sake of it. So then for blush, the Flower Beauty blushes. So this one is in the shade Peach Primrose. So these are called Flower Pots powder blush. This is how it looks like. So when I picked up the shade, I thought, okay, this is going to be so light on my skin and it's not even going to show up, and what is the point even? Like, look at that, it looks so light. This one is what I have on my cheek right now, and every single time I wear this blush, I don't find the need to touch up on the blush, because I mentioned this in so many videos that I go with a light hand with certain blushes, and by the end of the day there's no hint and trace of the blush on my face. But this one is so long lasting, it's just so beautiful and glides on your skin. It's so smooth. You can easily replace so many high-end blushes with affordable blushes. Pretty sure there's so many in the market, but this is certainly one of that. It's really nice. I love the formula of this. And then for bronzer, I have this one from Sugar. This is a Contour de Force mini bronzer, and this one is in the shade Woody Wonder. So in my previous video, I think I was like, I think it's similar to the Sugar Face Palette bronzer, and a lot of you guys let me know that it's exactly the same. It's not like don't think it's the same, it is the same. So they have released each product in the face palette as individual blushes. So one thing, if you want to, you can actually try out the face palette itself. Sometimes with face palettes, it's such that you would not use one product and then you'd just like two of that, but those, all the three are really nice. So that is also something you can try out, or you can try out the individual bronzers that they have launched. They have launched a couple of deeper shades, again not very inclusive but pretty good. And if you don't find a bronzer for yourself, and this is one thing I wanted to tell, but because it's not a bronzer as such, I haven't included it in today's video. You can always pick up a face powder that is a couple of shades deeper than your skin tone. And then for highlighter, I just have one. I don't really have any powder highlighters. I just have one highlighter, which I think you guys can guess. This is the Sugar Face Forward highlighter stick in the shade Bronze Bellwether. I have reached out for this so many times and have recommended this in my videos so many times over so many high-end highlighters that I own. If you have makeup on like the one I have today, this is the highlighter that I have. It just blends in with the foundation and looks a lot better and looks a little bit more natural, not like shimmery and glittery on your face. And then let's move on to the eye category. I don't really have a lot of products in that because eyebrow product, the only thing that I use is the Sugar 3-in-1 eyebrow pencil, because that does the job for me and I don't find the need to invest in a high-end product. So I don't really have a lot of high-end eyebrow products to tell that okay, this is better than this. And also eyeliner. I like the Mars eyeliner, I like the Swiss Beauty eyeliner, but I don't really have too many high-end eyeliners to say if this is better than that. So haven't included those. And kajal, I always use only affordable kajals, so either ways they would be affordable. But these eyeshadow palettes, ever since I've got them, I have been reaching out for them. These are the two eyeshadow palettes. This one is the Nicka K Autumn Spice palette, and this one is the Mars I Belong in Your Purse eyeshadow palette. This one is in the shade Smoke It Up. So this one comes with a nice mirror, so very handy mirror, and then good color scheme. Everything works very well with each other. The black is really pigmented, the brown, the matte shades blend really well. It's not chalky, it's not powdery, especially this variant. If you want to pick up one variant from this, try this one out. The shimmer shades are pretty pigmented, you can wet them and use it. These eyeshadow palettes, in my opinion, are genuinely better than the Huda Beauty mini eyeshadow palettes. And then the Nicka K Autumn Spice palette. I also have the Ho Honey eyeshadow palette, but that color scheme is not something you would reach out for on a daily basis. But this is more of my kind of an eyeshadow palette because it's more warm toned, and it goes well with all the looks and outfits as well. So the shimmer shades, beautiful shimmer shades. You don't have to layer these on too much. If you layer them on, they do pile up, but there's no need to layer them on. Matte shades blend like a dream, and it's just for around 300 rupees. So super affordable, really good eyeshadow palettes, and something that I reach out for genuinely a lot these days. And then for mascara, I feel like my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara is one of my most used mascaras. I do have Too Faced mascara, I do have the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, but still this one does it for me. It does had a slight amount of length, slight amount of volume, and they're not clumpy. It doesn't look bad on the eyes. And then for lipsticks, you would be surprised, but I didn't pick up too many of it because I wanted to tell you guys like a good suggestion. So if you are tired of MAC lipsticks being too dry, not long lasting enough, like the satin finish is not long lasting enough, they fade away a little bit faster, and for the price you're like, okay, why did I buy this? Because I expect a little bit more out of you. Is that too much to ask for? And are really in a mood to try out some affordable lipstick that is quite long lasting, comfortable on the lips, really good shades available, and look really nice and pigmented on your lips. The Swiss Beauty Non-Transfer Lipstick. Every single time I have to film a video, this is the lipstick that I do apply because I feel like, see, with all lipsticks, I do get that line towards the center of my lips because my lips are genuinely dry. And I'm going ahead with these matte lipsticks and liquid lipsticks and everything. It just adds on to it. Look at this liquid lipstick. It's one of my favorite formulas. It's the Too Faced liquid lipstick, but it can do that because of so much of movement on my lips, and I am talking so much. So that happens, and it's not a big problem for me. But with this, I feel like it is a lot less prominent, and it's a lot less likely to make my lips very dry. So I really like that one, and I can also sip on something if I want to without it fading away and transferring on too much and looking patchy. So a really nice lipstick formula. And then something that is not as affordable, but you can find this on discount so often. This is the Color Bar Sinful Matte Lipstick. This one retails for 1200 rupees, which is really pricey. I get it, but you can find it on discount for around 840 rupees. I have also bought it for around 600 change when there was a flat 50% off on these lipsticks. So this formula is really nice. This is in the shade Sultry. I feel like it surpasses so many high-end lipsticks that I own, like the Pat McGrath lipstick. This one surpasses that for sure. And the packaging also makes you feel luxe, and it's not like you have some kind of like a plastic packaging. It's really nice, magnetic closure, stays secure, and looks nice on the lips, and have so many different shade options irrespective of your skin tone. So for liquid lipstick, I actually sat and thought I have a lot of liquid lipsticks, but what do I feel is like really nice, and for people who even like have a little bit of dry lips and don't really like liquid lipsticks, what is that liquid lipstick that I can recommend? And then I thought of Chambord liquid lipsticks, because this I feel like would work for you even if you detest liquid lipsticks, because one, it's not as drying and it is pretty pigmented. So the thing with most liquid lipsticks is that they just are either pigmented and drying or lack pigmentation on the whole. But this is not like that. It has really good pigmentation, lasting power, and really good shade options as well. So this I feel like is so much better than so many high-end lipsticks as well, like the Smashbox liquid lipstick that dry down in the tube and you can almost never get it out of the tube. So So yeah, then a setting spray that I want to talk to you guys about, something that I have used so much. This one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. This one has sort of like a dewy finish on the skin. So this one you get 45 ml of product, and when I picked it up it was for 499 rupees. I'm not sure if the prices have increased right now. This I feel like does what your other high-end setting sprays could do, and it looks really nice on the skin as well, and it does prolong the wear of your makeup if that is one of the requirements for you of a setting spray. For me, it's just that I wanted to set my makeup and take off any excess powderiness from my face and the kickiness, and this one always does it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what are your favorite affordable products that easily surpass some high-end products as well, or just generally your favorite affordable products. And the reason I decided to do this video when I saw this and I was like, okay, this is some video that I should film, is because a lot of times I get this comment that I cannot afford any high-end makeup and what are the makeup products that I should invest in. So this is a video that I want to convey that, you know, always higher the price doesn't mean better the products, and lesser the price doesn't mean the products are bad. You can still buy affordable products and get the same result, in fact even better results, and really good quality products as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, and also if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
So all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye.